Well, congratulations, Gary. A superb win and an excellent 3 points.
Excellent 3 points. Very pleased. You know, we had a good chat last Thursday at training and said that, you know, the 2 away games coming up, Lincoln, who had been doing very, very well, and going to Dartford has always been a little bit of a bogey ground for us with something happening one way or another. Would be 2 tough games, but we'd have to go and look in them 2 games to try and get maximum points and try and get that momentum to push on for the final 10 games. And, you know, that's where we are, John, really. And we went to Lincoln, as you know, and we come here to Dartford on a tricky pitch. Started off very well, very positive. I think the confidence from Saturday's win. Yemi's got in there and scored again, 3 goals in 5 games and 1-0 to the good. And for long periods of the first half, we looked like we were going to threaten to get that second goal. A little bit unlucky 1 or 2 times, balls going across the box, or not quite, you know, falling for us and that. But, you know, it was a little bit frustrating, really. We didn't clear our lines on the stroke of half time, and the lad Nathan Green slipped in there between Newton and Ricketts, really, and blasted it. And then the changing room was a very disappointed, flat changing room at half time, and all credit to Steve Thompson and everyone else took on board that, you know, we needed the 3 points here. We'd have to get on the front foot to start the second half and take the game to them, and we did. We started very brightly, and we got on the attack straight away. Had the elements with us, and we made use of them as well, and got balls into the box, which caused them a problem. And when John Goddard got a second goal, it was a big goal for us, really, John, because we were very much on top that time. And then we got the third one, where it's more like a cross than a shot than one way, but they all count, and 3-1. And from then on, we were very comfortable, really, and looked like we were enjoying our football. But you still worry at the other end to make sure that you know, you don't concede nothing. Jake didn't have too much to do, but what he had to do, Jake Cole in goal, was very good. So, you know, tricky place, but a maximum of 3 points to follow on from Lincoln. And we tend to play, John, and a great home game on Saturday against Grimsby, where I expect a very good turnout from the Woking fans at home on Saturday. And of course, it should be an attractive fixture for everyone.
And Gary, was there a feeling going into half-time, oh, here we go again? Because as you say, really, you controlled large chunks of the first half, and yet, you know, they got that goal almost on the stroke of half-time, and you just maybe perhaps thought, well, second half, perhaps things might change.
Well, to be honest with you, John, I felt confident. I think that, as I say, we've looked at the situation, what we've got to try and do, and get as many points as we can and as many wins as we can between, as I say, now and the end of the season. And, you know, you could see that we stepped up second half and thoroughly deserved to win the game. There's no doubt about that. You know, the disappointing fact that Joe McMillan is injured. We don't know how bad he is at the moment, but we've got some bright things happening at the moment. Yemi's come in and done very, very well for us. Gives us a new dimension up top there in every way. John Goddard's starting to play the way we like John Goddard and the way he played last season at the club. Kevin Betsy had a break for 3 weeks. He's come back and understands basically that he knows what we're looking for, and he's shown his professionalism and worked hard and done well. And collectively as a team, you got your skipper back in the club, who ain't, you know, been there since, you know, the first 5 games of the season in September for 4 or 5 months out. He's a big loss, and everyone back there in the team is a big plus. So, you know, we tend to play, John, and 6 at home. You know, we've got 30 points to play for. We just got to keep trying to see where we can go.
And you mentioned John Goddard. Tonight, at times, he was almost unplayable, wasn't he? That's the best game I think he's had for Woking for some considerable time.
Yeah, John. You know, John was very frustrated. You know, you know, I suppose in one way you can see an avenue where he's picking him up, and you know, he's done well for a couple of games, and you know, it's dropped off. And whether I expect too much of John at times, I know he's a young lad, but he reached really high heights last season, done really, really well, and he hadn't fulfilled that part. But you know, all credit to him, and you know, he's got his head down. He knows that it's about consistency. He's been playing very, very well over the last half a dozen games, very, very well, and I'm pleased with him. John, he's a great lad, no doubt about that. He wants to play all the time. He's a young lad, and I am aware that, you know, with young players they do hit them highs and lows, but he's a player with a lot of quality, and you know, he's got an opportunity in time, I'm sure, to progress with his career going on if he can do it on a consistent basis, and there's no doubt about that.
And as you say, next up on Saturday is Grimsby, a team that are putting a very good run together. Look like hopefully they're going to make the playoffs anyway. So, you know, again, it's a big game, isn't it?
Yeah, massive game. They're all big games, we know that, but you know, we have to have them games, John. We have to have them big games down at Kingfield at the moment. We have to play against them teams who are above us, and basically try and go for the 3 points to win the games. You know, we haven't got no other option for where we are. If we have any ambition of trying to get up there in the top 5, it's a tall order. But you know, we started the season, the beginning this year with the first 8 or 9 games with good results. We had the last season last year, we've got a great run at the end, and you just see momentum starting to come again, John, and so we'll have to be at our best against a good Grimsby side on Saturday.
Lovely, thank you very much, enjoy your evening.
Cheers, thank you.